I want to share something with you. If you really want to, do something that makes a difference, you have to start looking to support groups that are working in the same direction. Do you know that Black Lives Matter now has coffer of $1.6 billion? $1.6 billion. We got nothing like that on our side. Who on the right has that? Who's fighting for the Constitution that has that? Right now, we are at Mercury One. We are in the middle of our teacher training sessions where we are taking and training teachers. We have a very exciting announcement on that coming hopefully next month. But it is a jam-packed session. We have teachers from all over the country that are learning about our true history. And I just got one in from a guy who was part of this training a couple of years ago. I don't want to give his name. He says, I'm a high school teacher and in a state, I don't want to say, where I teach AP U.S. history along with several other history courses. Gosh, I was just thinking, what a world we live in, where this guy's going to tell me something here and tell you something that is happening in the schools that is undermining our Constitution and our country. And I don't feel comfortable saying his name or even the state. That's how bad things are right now. I discovered something yesterday, which I found to be very disturbing, and hoping that Glenn's team would become aware of this. And I was made aware of this because of this email, and I want to make you aware of it. Each year, my AP U.S. history students take an exam which is given by the College Board in order to determine whether they receive college credit for taking my class. Yesterday, I was checking my students' scores on their annual AP U.S. history exam when I arrived at the College Board homepage. I was met with the attached message. This is really troubling to me because this organization has a lot of influence on what is taught in AP U.S. history classes across the country. Not only are they pushing a false narrative onto teachers and students around the nation, but they are openly supporting radical organizations such as BLM and the Color of Change with funds that are largely given to them by public schools and parents. I want to make you aware of this because the College Board wields a lot of power in our schools by heading up the AP programs in schools across the nation. I am hoping to raise as much awareness of this as I can because I'm very concerned about what is being taught to America's students in their history classrooms. Okay, so here's what when he went on to the College Board website, he found this. We are the black employees. This is the first thing that comes up if you go to the website. We are the black employees of the College Board. We are hurting both individually and collectively. We have spent this week meeting every day as a community. We have shared our stories with one another, our pain, our rage, and sometimes our hopes. We are the leaders of the College Board, and all the other leaders of the College Board have listened while we spoke. We are not okay. We are in terrible fear for the safety of our own children and the students we serve. We know how quickly black children go from being cute to being targets. This is such garbage. The recent killings of black Americans in the street and in their homes by police and others have haunted all of us with the worst memories from our own lives. Our country needs to do so much better. COVID-19 has already taken a disproportionate number of our elders and some of our younger brothers and sisters. Black students everywhere will navigate a harsher future strained by violence and loss. How many more promising futures will be lost in the days, months, and years to come? We have assembled to grieve, and we will now assemble to act. Our organization's purpose is for all students to own their future. And if black students' futures do not matter, our purpose is broken. This is your College Board. We and the leaders of the College Board who are not black join today in our commitment. We condemn the killings of black people that have made the news and witness the daily cruelties that often go unseen. We have seen that the year to come offers perils for all students navigating to college, but most of all for students of color. How? I'd really like to know. Did you see what happened at the University of Pennsylvania? Yesterday we talked about it. Conservatives, students who are conservative, are targets. They couldn't even say your views are welcome at the University of Pennsylvania.
Penn State,
Whites
I believe,
are being targeted.
Yeah. Penn State.
Penn State.
Yep.
Thank you. We condemn the killings of black people. As a first step, the College Board will make donations of $25,000 to the Jackie Robinson Foundation to propel black students to college, and a $25,000 grant to Color of Change. So you know, Color of Change led the boycott of me when I was at Fox. This is not... Color of Change now is just accepted by everybody as so great. It's like the Southern Poverty Law Center. No, it's a radical group to lift the voices of people of color. Additionally, we will match all employee donations to these causes. We will do more, but today we share our tears, our rage, and our resolve. That's at collegeboard.org. Our students, all of our children, black, white, Asian, all of them, are in danger. They are in danger in elementary school. They are in danger in your history classes. Already history is not taught. Now they're going to start teaching the 1619 Project. Now they are already teaching our children about the glories of Black Lives Matter. We are in trouble. Our America is under attack. America is at war with itself. And whether or not we come out of we're going to come out of this. We are going to come out of this. But I warn you, if we become a nation that is built on the principles that we are seeing now from these leftist, Marxist revolutionaries, these racists that are in our streets right now, we will become the most evil nation ever on the face of the earth. We will make the Germans look like rookies. We will bring more death and destruction. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antichrist came from the United States, quite honestly. This is evil on what is happening. And we have a choice right now. And there are no bleachers on this game. There's nobody you're going to be on one side or the other. You're going to be. You will have to be. And they in Germany, there are so many people that don't talk about their family history because their family history was either they were on the wrong side or they were cowards. And they just went along with it and the shame that they have lived with. They will pay an eternal price for their cowardice. But this is different. This will not only include the destruction of Israel, the gulags and camps and re-education and death that every totalitarian socialist government, whether it is international socialism or national socialism, they all do the same thing. No, this is happy Sweden. Do you see them shutting people up like this in Sweden? This is a terrorist group that is trying to make you afraid. And we will become so dark and so sinister. We will be a plague on the people of earth. And we will be responsible not only for the loss of human rights that have taken us thousands of years to get to. We will be responsible for the loss of those rights, but we will also be responsible for all of the deaths that will come from this nation. And it starts with our children.